How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I got Claude Squire on the lead, Shadow Bibarel, and Dunsparce as the closer. First match right away, you see Whiscash, horrible lead, so I want to switch right away into Bibarel, and the rollouts aren't going to do hardly anything against the ground and water type, but the Shadow Hyperfang actually hits quite hard, so this would do a decent chunk of damage, or it'll grab their first shield. I definitely want this Whiscash gone, as it is kind of problematic. Dunsparce can sort of handle it, but Drill Run, you'd need to hit it with probably 3, I would think, because as you can see, the rollouts do almost nothing. So I'm going to let this Mud Bomb go through. That hurts, but I'm going to make another Hyperfang, so now they need to either take the damage or go down both shields. So we'll see what they decide to do. They go down both shields. So to me, that kind of tells me that they must be weak to a rock thrower in the back, and they didn't want to, they didn't really know what to switch into. So I'm going to bring in my Dunsparce here, and it's not, like I said, it's not ideal necessarily, especially if I'm expecting that something in the back is going to be weak to the rock throw. However, I don't want to give up my Clodsfire because they likely are anticipating that I have Stone Edge, not Sludge Bomb. So they're going to be worried about that. So I'm going to go for a Drill Run there. That connects. I'm going to need to do at least one more Drill Run to take them out. They do go for a Scald, which actually gets me dangerously low. Did more damage than the previous Mud Bomb does. This Drill Run will connect and takes out the Whiscash. So now in the back, they've got a Talonflame, which I kind of expected. Then they've got a Feraligatr as well. So this is definitely not looking good. I'm going to have to take a Hydro Cannon on the Clodsfire, but I'm going to shield up here. Shield the first one. I'm building up to the Earthquake because I do know that it's going to do a lot of damage. I'm not 100% sure how much damage the Sludge Bomb would do, but Earthquake does a huge amount of damage, and I'm going to have to take this Hydro Cannon. But even with the Shadow variant, I will be able to live this. It does get me low though. So I farm down. Now I should be able to reach the Sludge Bomb here. They're probably thinking game over, Stone Edge, but it's not. It's a Sludge Bomb. Yeah, so that only does a small chunk, but I'm able to kind of combo play. I had to do one more rollout with my Dunsparce and hit the Rock Slide. So that'll take out the Talonflame. And horrible lead, a little bit of tricky gameplay, and I was able to pull that victory off. Clogsire into Miltank. And what does Miltank do? It's got rollout, so not super effective. Got Body Slam. I think Thunderbolt. I think it can learn Ice Beam as well. I'm going to let this first move go through. It is a Body Slam, so that's perfect. They decide to give up Switch and come in as Roomroll with almost 2 full Sludge Bombs. So I'm going to throw the first one here. And that connects, does super effective damage. Going to throw another one right away here. Kind of expecting them to shield now, but they don't. So they're already into the red. This is looking good. I am going to shield this Ice Beam. And I believe that they're going to get to another move if I try to farm them down. So I farm up as much as I think that I can, and then I do throw the Sludge Bomb here just to take them out, or get a shield if I feel like they're going to really want to keep that as Zoom Roll. But they do decide just to let it go. They bring Miltank back in, and I'm going to let this go, I believe. Should just be another rollout. Not going to be doing too much damage, or not another rollout, a Body Slam. Get to the Earthquake here, and Miltank's pretty thick, so I doubt this does, like, yeah, didn't even do half. Did about half of where they were at, but not half total health. Gonna let this Body Slam go through again. Doesn't quite KO. And you can see here I'm actually able to get to another sludge bomb. Those rollouts do so little. That actually is part of what makes the rest of this team a little bit challenging if they have a ground type, is the rollout does so little. In the back though, they have more Peko, so that's kind of why they were staying in, is they didn't want to go against the Earthquake of the Clodswire there. Hyperfang gets shielded, so now I'm going to bring in Dunsparce, and I want to let this first move go through. They're not boosted at all, so it could be a Psychic Fangs, or it's going to be the Electric type Aura Reel, but they're not boosted, so I should be able to live it, is what I figured. Get to a Drill Run, and I believe this will one-shot. Morpeko is pretty frail. It does one-shot there. Morpeko is amazing, but very, very fail. Like, can't really take much of a hit. Body Slam connects. Does not take me out. Roll out back and forth. They're gonna throw another Body Slam. I'm gonna let this go. I've got enough health on my Bibarel that I should be able to farm down quite comfortably. One rollout and farm down. So that's a good game there. Anybody that's still watching and wondering, I do go 5-0 with this team. So it kind of a fun roller coaster ride rollout. Switch into my Bibarel here, and the rollouts are going to add up. Gonna go for that Shadow Hyperfang right off the bat here. They decide to shield that as well, so no big booms. I believe I want to shield, and they're staying in, which kind of surprised me because they're weak to the rollout, so I feel like they're probably going to be weak to a rollout or a rock thrower or something like that in the back. So because I switched out, they're going to want, and they're staying in and double shielding, I'm guessing that they're just trying to get rid of me. So I decide to double shield and see what they've got in the back. And what they've come in with actually kind of surprises me, because they come in with Trevenant, and I don't really have anything good throw here. This is resisted from the ghost typing, and the surf would be resisted from the leaf typing of the grass. So I am going with the Hyperfang. I believe it is the harder hitting move, and you get stab on both, but it is the harder hitting move. And as you can see, the rollouts are actually really adding up. So this should be a Seed Bomb. It'll take me out quite comfortably. And then I should be able to come in and get some energy on the Clodswire. They've got Melmar in the back. So that kind of surprised me a little bit that they didn't come in to like be able to superpower me or something. Throw an Earthquake, and then I'm looking to switch, and I switch and catch the move. I felt like I just didn't want to get hit with something and then farm down, so yeah, I switched. I just felt like I needed to switch in that situation, and then they gave up. I was wanting to switch, but I didn't want to switch early enough that they could superpower me, is what I'm trying to think of here to say. So here I switch into Bibarel. They reply with Azumarill. So I'm going to go straight for Hyper Beam or Hyper Fang. And this is Shadow, and it does a solid chunk. So yeah, I don't quite make another one until before they get to a move. I'm going to shield this first one up. Very likely a Play Rough or an Ice Beam. Trying to get pretty much back-to-back Fangs here. This should really pressure shields. Even if they let the first one go, I expect they'll shield the second one, but they shield the first one, so this will either take them out or get their last shield. They decide to let it go, and so down goes Azumarill, and then Dunsparce in the lead there. I think that was in the lead. A little bit tricky here, but I think I let this go and then come in Dunsparce, because I've got a lead on health now, or even shields, and I think they just dumped their energy, so I should have the advantage in this match, just simply because they're lower on health. Drill run comes through. I'm gonna go for a drill, and I didn't throw as soon as I got it. I deliberately went one more and then threw, and because of that we CMP tied. So they didn't get sneak, and I didn't sneak either. So they're roll out, and see here, they sneak and roll out because I throw right away. But I wanted to get the pressure on that shield, and they do commit the last shield there, and I let this go. Drill run. Yeah, I still have fully healthy Clodswire. They're at another move here, so now I'm going to shield. And I'm going to... yeah, there we go. I was going to say I'm not going to throw instantly because I felt like they might switch to try to catch a drill run. And throw the rock slide. That almost takes them out. And then I switch into Clodswire so that I can't get farmed down. And this is going to force them to throw something. But see, if I had stayed in Dunsparce there, they would have incinerated once or twice. Although the rollouts would have farmed them down quite quickly as well. So, but this allowed me to get some energy on Clodswire and throw the Sludge Bomb when the Dunsparce comes back in. So that's another good match there. Jumpluff. So this one, Poison Sting, super effective. And the Sludge Bomb, they're probably not expecting, although they'll likely shield because they're going to expect a Stone Edge. But the nice thing about this matchup is that you can take the Energy Ball, and it's not super effective because of the Poison typing. So even though their Shadow and Energy Ball hits really hard, you actually can survive it quite comfortably, and in fact take probably 3 of them before they would threaten to take you out. They switch in Annihilate, which is oh no, because I got 2 normal types in the back. So I'm going to throw the Earthquake. They no shield that. This is just a Rage Fist. I feel, anyways. I can't guarantee that, but I mean, I wasn't counting properly, so, or just now. Sludge Bomb here, looking to try to get that last shield or get rid of the Annihilate. And they let it go. So now I'm like, okay, well, I can catch this Rage Fist and then roll out down and take minimal damage. They're going to be double boosted. So the counters are going to really add up here, but I only actually take 1 before I roll them out. So that worked out well. Now they do bring back in Jumpluff, and I'm not quite able to get to a move before they throw. And at this point, I think that I do shield. And it's just an Arrow Lace, so I throw the Hyper Fang here. Let's see if they shield or not. They do shield. So now I've got both shields. These rollouts are adding up, but I don't really want to go down both shields, so I'm going to let this go through, even if it's Energy Ball, which it is. Takes me out, do that water typing. Clodspark can come back in here, and I'm almost at a Sludge Bomb. They try to catch, but I hold off throwing instantly and switch into my Dunsparce, and this should be pretty straightforward from this point on. Drill Run is going to outpace significantly the Clodswire in at least damage. Though they get to move really fast with Poison Sting as well. However, I think rollout's just a little bit faster, and the drill runs will do not more damage. Earthquake does a lot, but I do have a shield, so I only need to get to 1 more here to take them out, and I've got this shield here that I can shield this up if I want. I do shield it. Just a Stone Edge, still probably would have taken me out. They switched back into the Jumpluff. I was a little bit worried that they were going to get to throw right there while I was in that rollout animation. But I'm going to go for the Rock Slide, and that takes them out. And I believe they just give up. I was going to switch right away and get to the Earthquake to take them out. But that is that battle. So it was a fun 5-0 set, kind of tricky. Definitely would watch. If you were going to run this team, I would watch. Like, there are a lot of things that'll counter it. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.